Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pro Football Report on ADSN. I'm Kevin Tolbert, along with Carolina Panthers Spanish radio host analyst Antonio Ramos. And the news is out already. Matt Rhule has been relieved of his duties as the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. A pretty big day here at Bank of America Stadium, Antonio.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't want to, fire coach in the middle of the season. But I think it was a move that it has to be made. We didn't see any type of progress on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side, I think some pieces were working. But as we all know, Phil Snow, the defense coordinator, will no longer be in that position as well. So Steve Wilkes is taking over the head coaching job. And Al Holcomb will be the new defensive coordinator for this Steve Wilkes regime.
So with Steve Wilkes being now at the helm of this team, a lot of expectations. Where does that start, and how much pressure is going to be on Wilkes as he moves into this position?
Well, I think he's a franchise guy. He knows organization. He has worked with the team in different eras. He was with Coach Rivera. He has experience in the head coaching position with the Arizona Cardinals a few years ago. So I think he establishes a little bit of a culture. He's a well-respected guy. The players love him. He's respected around the NFL. So I think he's the perfect guy to have an interim as your coach by now. So the process is going to be long. We don't know who the candidates will be by the end of the season, but they need to focus on get things ready to visit LA this weekend.
And we got to speak with David Tepper today about the developments of this week so far. Here's what he had to say.
These days are never easy. It's very human times in a very public way. Had a conversation with the coach this morning. It was short, cordial. He's a gentleman, a true gentleman. I then had a conversation with Steve Wilkes and named him interim coach and had that conversation. Look, it's good to have somebody internally that's familiar with the team and, with the people in the building, so to speak. Steve is a leader of men. He has experience as a head coach. And I thought he's the best candidate, in the building for that role. Look, I think that we have a pretty good culture in some respects in the building. I think we have to be confident in ourselves. I think we have to realize we have a lot of good players on this roster, a lot of good players that we can win with, and they have to have confidence in themselves to know that they can do that. And it's accountability. Listen, I'm accountable. I'm accountable to the fans. Everybody's accountable. You guys are accountable in your own jobs. The players are accountable on the field for their positions. Everybody has to be held accountable and realize there's no place to hide. Okay? There's no place to hide in this sport. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody sees how everybody's playing, and everybody has to know that and play to their best, their best of their ability. And we have to just, do better of instilling that. I think as far as, presidents, there's been different various reasons that we've moved on from different people, and that's respect. And, in this organization, just as an aside away from football, in this 4 years, 2 COVID years, we brought in, besides football, we brought in a soccer team that is setting records, okay, and bringing 34,000 and revitalizing the city. We brought music back, not back to Charlotte. There never was music in Charlotte, with concerts. We reopened restaurants because of what we've done here. So if you look at what's really been done on the field by this organization, there's been no lack of progress in these 4 years, 2 COVID years. Okay? So you want to look at the results? Okay, it's a results-oriented business. We've won, and we've won. The place we're not, we'll do better on the football field, in the future.
Well, some very candid thoughts from David Tepper today about the status of the team and where things are going, their expectations, a lot of stuff for a new interim head coach. So, Antonio, what do you believe is early success. What does early success look like over these next 3 games?
Yeah, of course, people's going to say winning, right? And winning takes time and it's difficult in every single sport. But I think you got to keep a closer locker room. You got to keep the core. You got to keep the players focused. You got to keep a united locker room. That's what I want to see. Of course, immediate impact with a coaching staff is so difficult to find in any sport, in any league. But I think it's just give some time to Steve Wilkes to just put their pieces together and establish a good culture. Probably he's going to be auditioning for a head coaching job next season. So I think Coach Wilkes deserves a chance to just put this team back together. And although Matt Rhule, he didn't lose the locker room, but you just keep building with the core of the players that you have right now in this roster. Because I don't think the roster is a problem. Maybe you just need a new focus, a new pair of eyes, just to try to win in this city.
Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Carolina Pro Football Report on ADSN. We'll keep you up to date with all the coaching developments as they go forward. We expect to be able to also hear from Coach Wilkes this week. Be sure to tune in to adsn1.com for all of your Carolina Panthers news and notes. I'm Kevin Tolbert along with Antonio Ramos. We'll see you next time.